Many people work hard every day but still find themselves struggling with money. If you feel like your finances just are not improving, despite all your efforts, you are not alone. You are cutting back on spending, avoiding extras, and saving every penny, yet your bank account still does not grow. It is frustrating, even hopeless, like you are trapped in a cycle you cannot break. You have probably wondered, why is your hard-earned money not making a difference? What is that one thing stopping you from reaching your financial goals? The hard truth is that bringing in a steady income does not automatically lead to financial freedom. 78% of full-time workers still live paycheck to paycheck, constantly worrying about having enough money. The key to financial success is not just how much you earn, but how you manage and invest it. In this video, we'll talk about the 10 costly mistakes that are keeping you poor. These are the very same things that poor people waste their money on, which is why they remain stuck in financial struggles. These are not just minor errors, but they are hidden traps that prevent you from getting ahead and achieving your financial dreams. If this sounds familiar, then you are making these mistakes right now, and this kind of situation is happening to you as well. Avoiding these pitfalls will be the key to finally taking control of your money and changing your financial future. If you are ready to learn about these 10 common mistakes, with insights straight from Warren Buffett that are holding you back, comment, "Yes, I'm ready," and let's begin this journey together. One of the most common and costly mistakes people make is living beyond their means. This happens when you consistently spend more money than you earn. It's easy to fall into this trap, especially with the convenience of credit cards and the pressure to keep up with others. But spending more than you can afford is a surefire way to accumulate debt and financial stress. Why is this so harmful? Well, when you live beyond your means, you're not just jeopardizing your current financial situation, you're also risking your future. Every dollar you overspend today is a dollar you can't save or invest for tomorrow. This mistake can lead to a vicious cycle of debt that becomes harder to escape the longer it goes on. The good news is that this mistake is entirely avoidable. The key is to create a budget that reflects your income and stick to it. Focus on your needs, like housing, food, and utilities, before spending on wants like dining out or new gadgets. Remember, it's not about depriving yourself, it's about making sure your spending aligns with your financial goals. By living within your means, you'll be able to save more, reduce debt, and start building wealth over time. Now that we've talked about the importance of living within your means, let's discuss another financial safety net that too many people overlook: an emergency fund. Another major mistake that keeps many people in financial trouble is not having an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable, and unexpected expenses can pop up at any time, whether it's a car repair, medical bill, or job loss. Without an emergency fund, these unexpected costs can easily push you into debt. An emergency fund acts as a financial safety net that can cover these unexpected expenses without derailing your financial progress. Unfortunately, many people either don't have an emergency fund or haven't saved enough. This leaves them vulnerable to financial shocks. So, how can you avoid this mistake? Start by saving at least $1,000 as a beginner emergency fund. This might seem like a lot, but you can build it gradually by setting aside a small amount of money each week or month. Once you've reached this initial goal, aim to save 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. This will give you a solid cushion that can protect you from financial setbacks. Remember, an emergency fund is not for day-to-day expenses. It's there to keep you afloat when life throws you a curveball. While having an emergency fund is crucial for covering unexpected expenses, it's equally important to manage the debt you already have. Let's move on to the next costly mistake. Let's talk about a mistake that can silently sabotage your financial well-being: accumulating high-interest debt. Credit card debt, payday loans, and other forms of high-interest borrowing can quickly spiral out of control. These debts often come with interest rates as high as 20% or more, meaning you could end up paying back far more than you originally borrowed. Why is this so costly? High-interest debt eats away at your income and makes it difficult to save or invest for your future. Instead of your money working for you, it's working for your creditors. The more you owe, the harder it becomes to dig yourself out of the debt hole. High-interest debts as quickly as possible. You can use strategies like the avalanche method, where you pay off the debt with the highest interest rate first, or the snowball method, where you start with the smallest balance. The key is to make a plan and stick to it, avoiding the temptation to take on more debt. While managing debt is crucial, equally important is taking advantage of time, especially when it comes to investing. Let's move on to the next mistake that could be holding you back: not investing early enough. One of the biggest regrets many people have is not starting to invest early in life. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow through the power of compound interest. Even small amounts invested regularly can grow significantly over time, but many people delay investing, thinking they'll start when they have more money or when they're older. Why is this a mistake? Time is one of the most valuable assets when it comes to building wealth. The longer you wait to start investing, the less time your money has to grow. Missing out on years of compound interest can drastically reduce your potential returns, making it harder to achieve your financial goals. To avoid this mistake, start investing as early as possible. Even if it's just a small amount each month, consider low-cost index funds or ETFs, which are great options for beginners. The important thing is to get started and let time work in your favor. Investing is a key part of building wealth, but without the right knowledge, even the best investment strategies can fall flat. That brings us to our next mistake: ignoring the importance of financial education. The financial world can seem complex and overwhelming, which is why many people shy away from learning about it. However, ignoring financial education is a costly mistake that can prevent you from making informed decisions about your money. Without a solid understanding of basic financial principles, you might miss out on opportunities or fall for bad advice. Why is financial education so important? Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to managing your money. Being financially literate helps you make smarter decisions, avoid common pitfalls, and maximize your financial opportunities. It can be the difference between building wealth and staying stuck in a cycle of poor financial choices. To avoid this mistake, commit to continually educating yourself about personal finance. You don't need to become an expert overnight, but reading books, taking courses, or even following reliable financial blogs and podcasts can go a long way. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to navigate your financial journey. Now that we've covered the importance of financial education, let's discuss another critical aspect of securing your future: retirement plannings. Another costly mistake that can severely impact your financial future is neglecting retirement planning. It's easy to put off saving for retirement, especially when it feels like it's so far away. But failing to plan for retirement can leave you in a tough spot when those years finally arrive. Without a solid retirement plan, you could find yourself struggling financially in your later years, relying solely on Social Security, which might not be enough to maintain your standard of living. Why is this such a big mistake? The earlier you start saving for retirement, the more time your money has to grow through compound interest. Delaying your retirement savings means you'll have to contribute much more later on to catch up, and you'll miss out on the growth that could have happened if you had started sooner. To avoid this mistake, start contributing to a retirement account as soon as possible. Whether it's a 401k, IRA, or another retirement plan, while planning for retirement is essential for your future, it's also important to be mindful of how lifestyle changes today can affect your finances. Let's move on to the next mistake: falling for lifestyle inflation. As you progress in your career and start earning more money, it can be tempting to upgrade your lifestyle. Nicer clothes, a bigger house, more expensive vacations. This phenomenon, known as lifestyle inflation, can be a major setback to your financial goals. While it's natural to want to enjoy the fruits of your labor, increasing your spending as your income grows can prevent you from saving and investing more. Why is this a costly mistake? When you allow your spending to increase with your income, you're essentially living paycheck to paycheck at a higher level. This can make it difficult to save for the future, pay off debt, or invest in opportunities that could grow your wealth. Lifestyle inflation can also lead to unnecessary stress if your income decreases unexpectedly or if you face a financial emergency. To avoid this pitfall, it's important to keep your expenses in check as your income increases. Instead of spending more, focus on saving and investing the extra money. By resisting the urge to inflate your lifestyle, you can build a strong financial foundation that will serve you well in the future. Now that we've covered the dangers of lifestyle inflation, let's talk about another area where people often lose money unnecessarily: taxes. Specifically, not maximizing tax deductions and credits taxes are a significant part of our financial lives, and not taking full advantage of available tax deductions and credits is a mistake that can cost you thousands of dollars each year. The tax code can be complicated, and many people either aren't aware of the deductions and credits they qualify for, or simply don't take the time to claim them. Why is this a costly mistake? Overpaying on your taxes means you're giving away money that could be used to save, invest, or pay down debt. Deductions and credits are designed to reduce your taxable income or directly reduce the amount of tax you owe, respectively. Missing out on these opportunities is like leaving money on the table. To avoid this mistake, take the time to educate yourself on the tax benefits you're eligible for, or consider working with a tax professional who can help you identify and claim them. Common deductions include those for mortgage interest, student loan interest, and charitable contributions, while credits might include the Earned Income Tax Credit, EITC, or Child Tax Credit. By maximizing your deductions and credits, you can reduce your tax bill and keep more of your hard-earned money. Maximizing your tax benefits is an important step toward financial health. But even with the best financial plans, it's crucial to keep your emotions in check. Let's move on to the next mistake: making emotional financial decisions. One of the most subtle yet impactful mistakes you can make is allowing emotions to drive your financial decisions. Whether it's panic selling during a market downturn or splurging on an expensive purchase when you're feeling stressed, emotional decisions can derail even the best financial plans. Our emotions are powerful, and when they take control, they often lead us to make impulsive choices that don't align with our long-term financial goals. Why is this mistake so costly? Emotional decisions tend to be reactive rather than strategic. For example, selling investments in a panic during a market drop can lock in losses that could have been recovered if you had stayed calm and waited for the market to rebound. Similarly, impulsive spending can lead to regret and debt, setting you back on your financial journey. To avoid this mistake, it's important to have a clear financial plan in place and to stick to it, even when emotions run high. Practice patience and discipline, especially when making significant financial decisions. If you're feeling overwhelmed, take a step back. Give yourself time to cool down and consult with a financial advisor if necessary. Remember, staying calm and rational is key to long-term financial success. Now that we've discussed the importance of keeping emotions in check, let's talk about the importance of having a clear direction for your financial journey. The next mistake is not setting clear financial goals. Mistake 10. The final mistake that can keep you from achieving financial success is not setting clear financial goals. Without specific goals, it's easy to drift aimlessly, making it difficult to measure progress or stay motivated. Clear goals act as a roadmap, guiding your financial decisions and helping you stay focused on what truly matters. Why is this mistake so detrimental? When you don't have clear goals, you're more likely to spend impulsively, save less, and miss out on opportunities to grow your wealth. On the other hand, when you set SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, you create a clear path to follow, making it easier to stay disciplined and track your progress. To avoid this mistake, take the time to define your financial goals. Whether it's saving for a down payment on a house, paying off debt, or building a retirement nest egg, write down your goals and break them into smaller, manageable steps. Review your goals regularly and adjust them as needed to reflect changes in your life or financial situation. With clear goals in place, you'll be better equipped to make decisions that align with your long-term vision. Now that we've covered all 10 costly mistakes, let's quickly recap everything we've discussed so you can take the first step toward a stronger financial future. Avoiding these mistakes is key to achieving financial success and building the future you want. It's never too late to start making better financial decisions, but the sooner you begin, the better off you'll be. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more tips on how to take control of your finances. Remember, financial freedom starts with making the right choices today. Take charge of your financial future and start applying these tips to your life.